Psalm 46 is a psalm written for moments when the world feels unstable. It does not deny danger or chaos. It names them honestly. Earthquakes, roaring waters, collapsing mountains, warring nations. This psalm looks directly at what threatens human security and then anchors the soul somewhere deeper. It is a song meant to steady trembling hearts, reminding God's people that when everything else shifts, God remains immovable. The psalm begins with a declaration, not an argument. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. The opening words do not promise the absence of trouble. They promise presence within it. God is described as refuge, a place of shelter and strength, the source of endurance. He is not distant or delayed. He is ever present, immediately available when fear rises. This statement sets the foundation for everything that follows. Because of who God is, the psalmist draws a bold conclusion. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Fear is not denied, it is confronted. The imagery is extreme, creation itself unraveling, waters roaring and foaming, mountains shaking violently. These are symbols of total instability, the collapse of what seems most permanent. Yet even here, the psalmist says, "We will not fear." Not because the danger is imaginary, but because God's presence outweighs it. The psalm then shifts the imagery. From roaring seas, we are brought to a river. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. This river is calm, life-giving, steady. In contrast to the chaotic waters earlier, this river represents God's sustaining presence among his people. The city of God is secure not because of walls or armies, but because God dwells there. His presence is what makes it unshakable. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Help does not always come immediately, but it comes at the appointed time. Break of day suggests hope after darkness, renewal after fear-filled nights. The psalmist trusts that God's timing is purposeful and that deliverance arrives when it is needed most. The focus widens again to the nations. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. Human power rises and collapses. Political structures shake. Conflicts erupt. Yet one word from God outweighs all of it. His voice carries authority that no empire can rival. What feels overwhelming to humanity is not overwhelming to God. Then the psalm introduces a refrain, repeated twice, meant to be remembered. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. This is both personal and historical. The God who was faithful to Jacob, imperfect, fearful, often unsure, is the same God who stands with his people now. A fortress is not decorative. It is a place of defense. God himself is that place. The psalmist invites the reader to look more closely. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. This is not a celebration of destruction for its own sake, but a recognition that God ultimately brings an end to violence. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Weapons are dismantled. Instruments of harm are rendered useless. God's ultimate purpose is not endless conflict, but peace established by his authority. Then comes the line that has echoed across generations, often misunderstood, but deeply powerful in context. Be still and know that I am God. This is not merely an invitation to quiet contemplation. It is a command spoken into chaos. Be still means stop striving, stop grasping for control, stop reacting in fear. God asserts his sovereignty. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. History does not depend on human stability. God's purposes will stand. The psalm closes as it began, with the refrain repeated, "The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." Nothing has changed externally. The threats still exist, but something has changed internally. The heart has been reminded where safety truly lies. Psalm 46 teaches that faith does not require calm circumstances. It requires a clear vision of who God is. Refuge does not mean escape from reality, it means security within it. Strength does not mean the absence of fear, it means endurance rooted in God's presence. Stillness is not passivity, it is trust. This psalm invites the reader to release the illusion of control and rest in the reality of God's sovereignty. When the ground feels unstable and the noise overwhelming, God remains a refuge that does not collapse, a strength that does not fade, and a presence that does not leave. God, our refuge and strength. When the world feels unsteady and fear rises within us, remind us that you are near. Teach us to trust you when the ground shifts beneath our feet and to be still when everything around us feels loud and uncertain. Be our fortress, our shelter, and our peace. Help us rest in your presence and remember that you are God, exalted above all. Amen.